John Keister's Steroid workout will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you the following episode of Almost Live.
It's Almost Live with me, Pat Cashman, Tracy Conway, Bob Nelson, Bill Nye, Bill Stainton, Steve Wilson, and Ed Wyatt, and starring John Keister.
And let's quickly take a viewer call.
Yeah, how come Chevy Chase is never on anymore?
He never was.
I swear I remember.
Now, you're thinking of Saturday Night Live.
Huh?
It comes on after this show.
What's this?
Almost Live.
Oh, man, I feel so dumb. I watch Almost Live every week.
Do you?
I don't know why I got mixed up.
No problem.
You tell the cast that I love them all.
Okay.
Every darn one of them, especially Ross.
Okay, I'll tell him.
Okay.
And now, here he is.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, it's just been such an exciting week, and it's just an exciting time in politics these days with all the outsiders jumping in to shake up the system. You all know that H. Ross Perot is threatening to run for president. And this week in our own state, a political bombshell dropped when, I know you all know this, when Justin Locke, an 18-year-old high school student from Redmond, announced he's running for governor, which is great. People were skeptical at first because of his age, but he says he'll actually come across as more authoritative than Booth because his voice has already changed, which is good. And the other big plus he's got going for him is that no one can accuse him of smoking dope in college yet, which is good. Although, apparently there's a problem with the campaign, though, because the guy that he's chosen to be lieutenant governor can't find anyone to take over his paper route, which is a big problem. Although Governor Justin, I really like the ring to that. I suppose that if Justin gets elected, we'll be seeing a new look around the governor's mansion coordinated by first girlfriend Heather or something like that. But I tell you that here at Almost Live, we are right behind Justin's campaign, and when you see his proposed policies, I think you will be too. For example, all legislative sessions will begin with the phrase, "Yo, Justin!" Department of Transportation will be headed up by Jason, who's got that really cool RX-7. They're going to replace the picture of George Washington on the state flag with that girl from the Warrant video. All right. You got a few votes right here in the studio already, Justin. Okay, on Saturday nights, the Capitol Rotunda hosts Laser Depeche Mode. The recently passed lyric law will be repealed, and everyone who voted for it will be pantsed on live TV. Yo, Justin. The inauguration celebration will be a mega kegger at Lake Sammamish. Yeah. And he's going to officially change the state song to "Smells Like Teen Spirit." Yo, Justin. And, of course, that last item reminds us once again that Seattle music is taking over the world. In just half an hour on Saturday Night Live, Pearl Jam will be performing. Nirvana, of course, continues to dominate the charts, and record companies from all over have come to find new acts. They've come here. But, you know, it's getting harder and harder to find them. Take a look.
Turn the music off! Turn it off! I don't want to listen to it anymore! That's Nirvana! That's that Seattle band that has sold 6 million albums! 6 million! I asked you guys to sign them, but did you? No! I asked about Soundgarden, Mudhoney, Alice in Chains, Queensryche! You guys didn't sign any of them!
But every band in Seattle's already been signed.
Yeah. I want you to get back to Seattle and sign up a band! And don't you come back until you do!
Okay, go. Right now.
Excuse me, sir, do you want a record contract?
I got one.
Would you like a
Record contract.
Got one.
This guy right here. Excuse me, sir.
What are we gonna do, man? We gotta find somebody. Let's see, there's gotta be somewhere else around here we can try. Man, this place is Hicksville. There's nothing here.
All right. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Hey, stop! Look at that. Ow!
Yes, now that is more like it.
This is MTV News. I'm Kurt Loder. The music industry was shocked yesterday with news out of the Northwest that the Kent, Washington band Camaro, whose hit Smells Like Schmidt and Doritos became an international sensation, is breaking up. Lead singer Kurt Crowbar says he's going back to work at Boeing.
You know, I was just doing this anyways long enough since I could get enough money to buy me a trailer and,
Oh, it's a beautiful trailer.
Oh.
It's a beautiful trailer. It's a double wide, and it's got shag carpeting and,
Oh, the paneling.
Oh, the paneling is beautiful all through.
Yeah.
It's great.
I was getting tired anyhow, so it's when I heard that Boeing was hiring again, well, I just figured it is time to kick back.
This news came on the heels of another report that a bus carrying other new Northwest bands has crashed off I-90 and plunged into Lake Washington. Missing in the crash is Surbana, the Bellevue band with the hit Smells Like a New BMW, and Smelter, a band from Tacoma whose hit is simply Smells. The music industry is asking, has the Northwest finally run out of bands?
Where else are we gonna go up here?
I don't know, man. There's gotta be someplace. Let's have a look.
All right, stay with us. We've got a great show, and we'll be right back.
Trendsetters, the show about people on the cutting edge. The really hip, the cool people out there, doing things that you'll never have the guts to do, even if you live to be 100. So you just sit there on your back butt and watch the world go by on Trendsetters. Tonight on Trendsetters. Lawyers, they're seen as stuffy, arrogant, and corrupt. And that's by the people who like them. So who would have thought that they would be the hottest fad of the 90s? As trendsetters everywhere are discovering the thrill of lawyer tossing. Everybody's doing it.
I am going to sue you for so much money, you're not going to believe it.
It's great exercise, and you don't need any special equipment.
You're out in the fresh air and nobody gets hurt.
Except for the lawyers.
Well, sure.
Well, when you first start out lawyer tossing, you want to get yourself a nice skinny one just out of law school, and then move up to a heavy-set defense attorney, and then eventually challenge yourself with a really big, fat tax attorney. Now, that's really something.
Lawyer tossing is great aerobic exercise. Plus, doctors paying malpractice insurance especially love to watch those SOBs go flying.
All right, you tied the record! All right, you broke the record! Yes! Yes! Let's toss him again. 1, 2, 3.
All right, that's good.
So get out and toss a lawyer today. And remember, you saw it first on Trendsetters.
Tonight, we have taken 2 relatively normal women, matched them up with 3 very special guys, sent them out on a date, and brought them all back here to go over all the details. Tonight, let's get started. Good evening and welcome to Studs from Microsoft. All right, first let's meet our lucky ladies. Carolyn here is a marketing assistant from Olympia who likes water skiing and looking at pictures of Alec Baldwin. Hi there, Carolyn.
Hi.
And next to her is Darlene, a licensed practical nurse who says she likes to help people. Well, Darlene, you came to the right place. Now, let's meet our studs. Here he is, Lars. Lars is a systems manager. His hobby is cheese, and he's never seen a woman naked before. How about after those 2 dates, Lars? Still not, huh? This is Wally. Wally designs icons for spreadsheet programs. But every June, he takes the month off to be a roadie for the Grateful Dead. And now, meet Tyrone. He's a programmer, works 16 hours a day, likes to unwind by memorizing the batting averages of all the players in the Japanese Baseball League. Quick quiz for you, Tyrone. Hiro Watanabe.
325.
Wow. Wow. What a group of studs. Well, ladies, how did you enjoy your dates?
Well, it was interesting. I've never seen the inside of a Chuck E. Cheese before.
They don't know where we live, do they? I mean, they don't have our addresses or phone numbers or anything about us at all?
Okay, let's begin. Studs, I'm going to ask you some questions, and when you answer correctly, you get a floppy disk.
What format?
I warned you, Tyrone. Now, let's start with the Lars over here. Now, I'll read you 3 quotes about your date with Carolyn, and then you pick the one that you think she actually said, Lars. 1, his hand was up my dress before we were out the door. 2, he's got a rocket in his pocket. 3, I put up with the Cheetos and the Diet Cherry Coke, as well as the endless Steve Martin imitations, but when he insisted on stopping by the hobby shop to play with the model airplanes, that was it. Lars, what do you think?
Well, I guess 3.
That's right, Lars. Here's your disc, buddy. Okay, now let's go to Wally. Now, Wally, here are some quotes from your date with Darlene. Guess which one she really said, Wally. 1, he's too sexy for his bandana. 2, no, I really like a guy who drives an old beat-up VW bus without any seats that smells like incense and breaks down every 5 minutes. Or 3, where did you get this burnout? Wally, what do you think?
Huh?
Which quote describes your date, Wally?
Oh, I don't remember anything about it.
Well, let's just forget it and move on now. Tyrone, which nickname did our lucky ladies give you? 1, micro floppy. 2, mouse driven. Or 3, megabyte.
Okay, just let me write this little macro here in Excel, and I'll give you the answer. And just take a minute, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have a laser printer?
Never mind.
Do I get my disc now?
No. It's time for our Microsoft studs to describe their dream dates now, and then we'd like to see how the ladies like it. Lars, your dream date.
Okay, I'd like to rent Star Trek 4 and 6, have cheese fondue, and then watch Koppel together over at my mom's.
I'd like to take a virtual reality trip to the center of the universe. And after that, catch a dead show in Eugene.
I just want to see a bra up close. A real one.
Okay. Carolyn, based on those dream dates there, which one would you like to go out with again?
I think I'm going to pass.
Darlene?
Gonna pass.
Okay, ladies, you're excused.
Each of our female contestants will receive a year's supply of Cheetos, a Windows 3.1 upgrade, and a 1-hour head start out of our studio. Okay, well, Lars, Wally, and Tyrone, you done it. No date again. That means you'll be returning tomorrow for a record-breaking 57th time on Studs from Microsoft. We'll see you then.
Done with this? So we good.
Hey kids, it's time once again for Uncle Fran's Musical Forest.
Hi kids, I'm Uncle Fran. I'm a little ticked off. Sometimes I get mad, but I will always be your friend. Hi kids, and welcome to Uncle Fran's Musical Forest. Today we're going to learn how to use music to express our deepest feelings, like this song. If you're happy, sing it out. And if you're sad, then tell him to go to hell, because it can't be wrong if that's what you feel. For example, the other night I was sitting alone watching Fatal Attraction again and thinking, why mess with Glenn Close when you've got Ann Archer right there? Right, Mr. Raccoon? So I wrote my feelings in this song. Hey, Michael Douglas, are you stupid or what? Just how crazy does a woman have to be for you to keep your pants on? You know, that movie made me realize that sometimes men are wrong, too. And not all women are the conniving bitch goddesses that I always seem to wake up next to in cheap motels. So I decided to write a song from a woman's point of view. See what her feelings are.
Uncle Fran, wait a minute. No.
Not now, Mr. Raccoon.
I'm caught on the guitar. Here.
This is a very special moment. This is my impression of the feelings of a modern-day woman.
Oh, damn it, Fran!
Men are just toys to take advantage of. Use them up, then spit them out. Walking paychecks, that's all they are. Well, kids, that's all we have time for today. So
hey,
remember,
your fly's open.
If you're happy, sing it out. If you're not, then tell them to go to hell.
Go to hell.
Shut up. So long, kids. So long, kids, from Uncle Fran. I'm a little ticked off. Sometimes I get mad, but I will always be your friend.
Good evening and welcome to the John Report. I'm John. Here's my report. Former Seahawk Brian Bosworth was stopped and arrested in Bellevue this week for DWI after failing a physical coordination test. Bosworth's lawyer argued that his bumbling was not proof of intoxication and convinced the police by showing some highlights of the Bos's Seahawks career. In a follow-up, Bosworth explained his erratic weaving driving by saying that for several years now he keeps seeing Bo Jackson coming down on him. Well, the voting started Monday to decide which Elvis stamp will be issued by the post office. So far, Seattle favors the young Elvis, Everett prefers the old Elvis, and Tacoma likes the Elvis shooting out his TV set. Husky football coach Don James threw out the first ball on Mariners opening night. Interestingly, James threw better than any of the Mariners' relief pitchers. A Washington State ferry crew member testifying in the hearing about the collision of two ferries says his memory of the crash is hazy. The employee says the only thing he can remember is everyone running around naked with bottles of tequila. Most Kent residents are happy that their city was selected as the site of the new King County Jail. They say that now they'll be able to buy groceries, get some gas, and visit relatives all in one trip to town. British Airways wants to develop a jetliner that features a gymnasium. Horizon Air says their planes are too small for a gym, but they're thinking of offering bungee jumping. Finally, at Western Washington University, students are working on a prototype car that runs on batteries, solar panels, and a natural gas engine with hopes of saving our environment. At WSU, students are trying to jumpstart an old Nova for a trip to Idaho's annual wet t-shirt contest. This has been the John Report. Thank you. I'm going to be right back. That's all the time we have tonight. Pearl Jam is next on Saturday Night Live, and I'll see you next week.
Promotional consideration for Almost Live provided by Pizzeria Pagliacci, featuring traditional and gourmet pizza by the slab. Pizzeria Pagliacci, rated Seattle's best pizza.